Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by a faculty, Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? UN Security Council adopts Trump's Gaza peace plan. Now the question will come as to what exactly is this Gaza peace plan? First and foremost, your UNSC UN Security Council gave a green light to adopt Trump's 20-point Gaza peace plan. This is a very important event because this shows your international desperation as to something has to be done about Gaza. Move it ahead. Okay, so this is the move it ahead part that we are trying to see. So the resolution was passed even though the Trump's 20-point Gaza peace plan is remaining very ambiguous, vague, and it is not agreed by the two main parties involved, that is your Israel and Hamas. And in your UNSC, there are 5 permanent members: USA, UK, France, Russia, and China. Your Russia and China abstained from voting. That is, they did not veto it out, telling that no, we won't accept it, but they stopped from voting. So, because of that, this was passed. Then, one of the main reasons that this particular bill was passed is, that is, this proposal is because there is a possibility of creation or mention of a Palestinian statehood. Okay, now let's see in detail as to what does the plan create or what does it tell. First and foremost, they have spoken about something called as board of peace. Now in this board of peace, we do not know who are going to be the members. Trump in his truth post social has held that he will be telling that little bit later, but we do know one thing: there is going to be a board of peace and it will be chaired by your US President Donald Trump. This will be the one that will be supervising the reconstruction of Gaza and economic revival of Gaza Strip. So they will be the one who will be reporting to your UNSC, and they are not under any direct command of UN. What is the work they will be doing? Oversight, coordination, and long-term responsibility of trying to bring in peace, stability, and economic revitalization in Gaza. The second part is your international stabilization force is to be created, where it is a multinational security force which will look into the security of Gaza Strip, and this will make sure of one important thing is that no weapons should be brought into the strip, that is de-weaponization is going to happen. They will also make sure goods ka inflow is there but weapons should not be there, and they will protect humanitarian operations. What is their important work? Demilitarization, border monitoring, and ground level security. Before we move ahead as to what more is there in Trump's Gaza plan, we have a small announcement from Legacy IS Academy. If you're someone who wants to kickstart your UPSC civil service journey, look no further. You have found the right spot with Legacy IS Academy. Why? We maintain our batch size at strictly 40 member per limit so as to ensure personalized attention and guidance. We at Legacy IS Academy also offer one-on-one mentorship, easy access to educators, daily mains answer writing, prelims mock test series, interview mock test panels, 360-degree holistic current affairs classes, CSAT classes. We conduct our session in both offline as well as online mode. Now, for those of you who are working professionals, students, you can avail our weekend courses. To see how the classes are for yourself, you can have a demo class either in the offline or online. For more information, you can check out Legacy IS Academy website or contact the number given. Now let's move ahead as to what is the next phase of the third stage in your Trump's peace plan. In that, he is the Gaza peace plan, which is outlined by Trump, is having something called as technocratic Palestinian committee. See, when I tell you have heard about autocratic, you have heard about theocratic, you have heard about democratic. Then what is this technocratic? If you see, technocratic is run by experts, professionals, and not by politicians. So, technocratic Palestinian committee will be created, which will be completely apolitical and it will be temporary in nature. This will be handling day to day administration and it will manage public services. This will be running your municipalities. It will be doing basic governance, civil administration, and service delivery. The next aspect of question will be about your Palestinian statehood. Yes, the terms Gaza peace plan mentions about self-determination, and they have also indicated a pathway for Palestinian statehood as a possibility. How are they going to do it? They are going to reform the Palestinian authorities, and also they will try to stabilize Gaza. Now, how is the funding for this peace plan going to work? That is through a trust fund which will be established or banked by your World Bank. Okay, so through this, they will try to rebuild Gaza. What are the major challenges in this peace plan? First and foremost, the most important stakeholders, Israel and Hamas themselves, rejected it. Israel has rejected even the symbolic mention of a Palestinian state. See, when your Trump is made the chairman of this, it is one main thing is to at least he's the only person who can at least pressurize or be soft on the concept of Palestinian state on your Israel head of state, that is your Benjamin Netanyahu. The far right coalition in Benjamin Netanyahu's government itself are very strongly opposed to agree to any form of Palestinian state, be it just symbolism or real power. Netanyahu has publicly rejected this two state vision and also any form of your Palestinian statehood. Hamas has also expressed opposition to this because it tells that you will now put the people and Gaza Strip under international guardianship, which is opposed both by your Gazan people as well as your Hamas. And it tells that your international stabilization force will automatically favor Israel. And when you tell you have to be disarming, that is, you will not let arms enter into Gaza Strip itself, is you are stripping them of your power of armament, which is equivalent to surrender. And this is a violation of sovereignty, is what they are telling. Now, in the peace plan itself, there are a lot of loopholes. That is, with respect to Board of Peace, no clarity on who the members will be. Like I mentioned, Trump mentioned on his Truth Social that he will be coming up with it very soon. In your international stabilization force, clearly we don't know where the troop contributors are going to be from. Again, this will be a force that will be supervised by Trump and not UN. The technocratic committee, again, who are the experts who will be running it? No details on that. One possibility is, again, I'm mentioning this as a possibility, is there could be a ground level confrontation and escalation we might see with your international stabilization force confronting Hamas and confronting Israel, and this will lead to a further fragile scenario. So, if you see the political resistance, from Israel, they are the far rights are very much criticizing this and do not want any form of Palestinian state. Hamas are rejecting disarmament, and Palestinian Authority is demanding more clarity as to where exactly do we come in. So, there is clearly a lack of trust among all these parties. So, if you see, at the end of this, there's a silver lining or a positive aspect to this. What is this? This is a first UN backed and US mentioned plan about a Palestinian statehood. And also, one of the most important things, if you see, just for the possibility of statehood is where your other countries are agreeing upon. If you see Trump's long term stake in the Gaza, he wants to create a peacemaker image, and this board of peace will give him personal stake, and he's the only leader who can pressurize Netanyahu to right now be soft on the creation of something called as Palestinian state. And also, if you see the international scrutiny on Gaza, this aspect of constant global monitoring and also reducing the chances of a apoplectic collapse or otherwise prevent your Hamas from regrouping is also a possibility. So, reality is yes, the plan is very vague, incomplete, controversial, but it is a very first international progress. The hope aspect or the positive aspect is real thin, but it does offer a potential statehood. And moreover, the world's attention is on the Gaza. With this, we come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it along with your friends. Thank you.